buying the wrong Porsche engine can cost you $50,000 in repairs, while choosing the right one gives you bulletproof reliability. In this video, we're covering the 3 Porsche engines you should avoid at all costs and the 4 engines that represent the absolute best of German engineering. These aren't opinions or internet rumors. This is based on documented failure rates, repair costs, and engineering analysis from decades of real-world data. I've researched the technical bulletins, class action lawsuits, and specialist recommendations to give you the definitive guide to Porsche engine reliability, starting with the 3 worst engines to own. Number 1, the M96 and early M97 flat-six engines. The M96 and early M97 engines from 1997 to 2008 represent the most problematic period in modern Porsche history. The M96 specifically marked Porsche's first major transition from air-cooled to water-cooled architecture. But cost-cutting measures and design compromises created 3 catastrophic failure modes that can destroy your engine without warning. The most notorious problem is intermediate shaft bearing failure. The IMS bearing connects the crankshaft to the camshaft timing chains. But unlike the rest of the engine that uses pressurized oil lubrication, this bearing relies on factory-packed grease. Over time, the rubber seals degrade, allowing engine oil to wash out the grease without providing adequate lubrication in return. When the bearing loses lubrication, it begins to pit and wear. Eventually, it collapses completely, causing the timing chains to skip. This creates an immediate interference event where the valves collide with the pistons, typically destroying the entire engine. The failure rate varies dramatically by year, with the single row bearing used from 2000 to 2005 showing failure rates of 8 to 10% under warranty. The second major problem is cylinder bore scoring, particularly affecting the 3.6-liter and 3.8-liter variants. Porsche used the Locosil process, which involves casting silicon-rich aluminum into the cylinder bores. Environmental factors and mechanical stress cause this surface to break down, leading to vertical scratching and deep grooves on the cylinder walls. Bore scoring typically manifests as an audible ticking sound at idle, increased oil consumption, and sooty exhaust tips. The damage is progressive and irreversible. The only permanent solution is complete engine rebuilding using billet aluminum sleeves with Nicosil plating, often costing more than $25,000. The third failure mode is dechunking, where pieces of the cylinder wall crack and break off in a D-shape. This primarily affects early 3.4-liter engines and is attributed to casting stresses and localized overheating. The thin cylinder walls have insufficient material to distribute heat properly, making them vulnerable to thermal stress from cooling system failures. Number 2, the M48 4.5-liter V8 Cayenne engine. The M48 V8 engine in the first-generation Cayenne from 2003 to 2006 prioritized lightweight construction over long-term durability, creating 2 major failure points that can destroy the engine and contaminate the transmission. The most notorious issue is plastic coolant pipe failure in the engine valley beneath the intake manifold. These composite pipes transport coolant between the cylinder banks, but under intense thermal load and constant heat cycling, the plastic becomes brittle and cracks. When these pipes fail, they create sudden, massive coolant loss that can drain into the transmission bell housing. The escaping coolant damages the starter motor and contaminates the torque converter seal, turning a cooling system repair into a transmission rebuild. Porsche lost a class action lawsuit regarding this component, and the standard repair now involves replacing the plastic pipes with an updated aluminum kit. The labor is intensive, requiring 6 to 8 hours due to the need to remove the intake manifold and associated components. The naturally aspirated 4.5-liter version suffers from the same Locosil cylinder technology problems as the M96 flat-six engines. the M48.00 is highly susceptible to bore scoring, especially in vehicles operated in cold climates or with neglected oil change intervals. Interestingly, the turbo version uses alusil coating, which has proven far more durable. This metallurgical difference means that cheaper Cayenne S models on the used market often harbor the highest risk of catastrophic engine failure. The cost of a V8 rebuild frequently exceeds the residual value of the vehicle, making bore scoring a total loss scenario for most owners. Number 3. The 2.7-liter magnesium case flat 6. The 2.7-liter engine used in mid-year 911s from 1974 to 1977 represents the most famous example of regulatory pressures compromising mechanical engineering. To meet emerging U.S. emission standards, Porsche implemented technologies that the engine's architecture couldn't handle. The primary problem stems from thermal reactors, primitive emission devices that trapped extreme heat directly next to the magnesium engine case. These engines also used inadequate 5-blade cooling fans compared to the 11-blade fans on other models. The resulting excessive temperatures caused the magnesium crankcase to expand significantly faster than the steel cylinder head studs. The difference in thermal expansion rates caused the studs to literally pull out of the soft magnesium threads. This led to massive oil leaks, loss of compression, and eventually warped case halves. The magnesium cases were also prone to porosity issues and bearing saddle misalignment when overheated. While the 2.7-liter can be made reliable through complete rebuilding with case savers and thermal management upgrades, an untouched example from the 1970s is widely regarded as one of the most temperamental engines in Porsche history. Modern rebuilds require specialized machine work such as line boring the case to ensure crankshaft alignment, making proper rebuilds extremely expensive. Now, for the 4 best engines to own. Number 1. The Hans Mezgar Flat 6. The Mezgar engine is arguably the most revered power plant in Porsche history, named after the engineer who designed the 917 and 962 racing engines. Used in the 996 and 997 generations of GT3, GT3 RS, GT2, and turbo models, this engine represents the pinnacle of Porsche engineering. The Mezgar architecture is fundamentally different from standard Carrera engines. It uses a split crankcase design derived from the air-cooled era, providing much greater structural rigidity. Crucially, the intermediate shaft is gear-driven and uses a plain bearing continuously lubricated by pressurized engine oil, completely eliminating the IMS bearing failure that plagues Carrera engines. The Mezgar utilizes a true dry sump lubrication system with an external oil tank and multiple scavenge pumps. This ensures that even under extreme lateral forces during track driving, the engine never suffers oil starvation. The engine was designed to run at 10,000 revolutions per minute in racing trim, so in street configuration with red lines of 8,200 to 8,500 revolutions per minute, it operates with massive reliability margins. The primary maintenance concern is coolant pipe fittings, which were glued into housings at the factory and can occasionally pop out. Standard practice for track-focused owners is to have these pipes pinned or welded during routine service. Aside from this minor issue, the Mezgar is considered a 200,000-mile engine even with hard use. Number 2. The 9A1 Flat 6 engine. Introduced in 2009, the 9A1 engine was a clean sheet design that directly addressed the reliability concerns of the M96 and M97 families. This engine powers models from the 997.2 Carrera through the 991 generation and represents Porsche's successful evolution to modern water-cooled architecture. The most significant improvement is the complete elimination of the intermediate shaft. The camshafts are driven directly from the crankshaft by high-quality timing chains at the front of the engine. This architectural change eliminated the single most common failure point in water-cooled Porsche engines. The 9A1 moved from an open-deck Locasil block to a closed-deck Alusil block. Alusil integrates silicon throughout the aluminum casting, making it far more resistant to bore scoring than Locasil preforms, though high-displacement 9A1 variants are still not entirely immune to the issue. The engine also introduced direct fuel injection for most models, allowing higher compression ratios and improved efficiency without compromising reliability. The variable demand oil pump ensures consistent pressure across all engine loads, making the 9A1 highly durable for track use. While high-mileage examples can develop carbon buildup on intake valves due to direct injection, this is addressed through walnut blasting every 40,000 to 60,000 miles. The 9A1 represents the reliability that water-cooled Porsche engines should have had from the beginning. Number 3. The 3.2-liter Carrera engine. The 3.2-liter flat-six from 1984 to 1989 is frequently cited as the most bulletproof air-cooled engine ever produced for a road car. It represents the final evolution of the original 911 engine architecture before the significant changes of the 964 generation. The 3.2-liter addressed the primary weaknesses of previous engines by replacing the troublesome CIS fuel injection with Bosch Motronic digital motor electronics. This provided electronic control of both fuel and ignition, delivering exceptional drivability and reliability compared to the vacuum-based systems of the 1970s. Porsche introduced improved hydraulic timing chain tensioners fed by engine oil pressure, effectively ending the era of exploding chain tensioners that had plagued 911 owners for 20 years. The 3.2-liter uses an aluminum block that is considered unstressed in its factory state, allowing many examples to reach 200,000 miles without major overhaul. The only common maintenance item is worn valve guides, which typically require a top-end refresh every 120,000 miles. The 1987 to 1989 models are particularly desirable because they paired the robust 3.2-liter engine with the Getrag G50 transmission, which used a hydraulic clutch and provided much more modern shifting feel than older Porsche gearboxes. Number 4. The modern 4-liter motorsport unit. The 4-liter naturally aspirated flat-six in the 9, 91.2, and 992 GT3 models represents the absolute pinnacle of current Porsche internal combustion technology. Following reliability issues with the early 991.1 GT3, Porsche completely redesigned the valve train for the 4-liter unit. The new engine features a rigid valve train without hydraulic lash adjusters. Instead, valve clearance is set at the factory with mechanical shims, allowing the engine to rev reliably to 9,000 revolutions per minute. This provides linear power delivery and an acoustic profile unrivaled in the modern era. The 992 iteration evolved to include individual throttle bodies for each cylinder, significantly sharpening throttle response and improving high RPM breathing. Despite its extremely high state of tune, the 4-liter derives directly from the GT3 Cup racing program, meaning it was engineered for endurance and sustained high RPM operation. No major systemic reliability issues have emerged from the 4-liter platform, making it both a safe choice and highly rewarding for enthusiasts who value mechanical purity. The engine represents the successful marriage of racing technology with street car reliability that defines the best Porsche engines. The distinction between owning a good Porsche and a problematic one often lies in understanding these engine families and their specific characteristics. The worst engines were products of specific eras, where Porsche pushed new technologies before fully understanding their long-term durability implications. Conversely, the best engines represent Porsche at its most conservative and motorsport-focused. The Mezgar and modern 4-liter are essentially race engines detuned for the street. while the 3.2-liter Carrera and 9A1 represent the perfection of established architectures after previous problems were resolved. For prospective buyers, expensive Porsches with elite engines are often cheaper to own long-term than bargain Porsches with problematic power plants. The initial purchase price premium for reliable engines is an investment in mechanical security and peace of mind that pays dividends over years of ownership. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if you like content like this, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.